Hi, this is Ravi Singh and welcome to another episode of ravisinghblog.in. And today in this video tutorial, we are going to talk about how to get your free SSL for your blog or for your website. So first of all, we understand what is the importance of SSL. So SSL is something which gives security to your blog, and it says like whatever traffic from your client or from your user to your server is encrypted. And this is very important because this will give a trust to your readers or your customers, saying that your site is secure. And whatever transaction, for example, even I will pass any comment, or I try to log in or try to do any transaction, all those are secure and encrypted. And it has been also observed, like if your site is secure, Google will give you a better ranking. So it's very important that you if your site is not secure, or if your site is not SSL, or if your site is not HTTPS, you should go ahead and encrypt that. So what are the ways to uh, give a security to your blog? The first thing which comes to my mind is we have various sources available on the internet to get a free SSL, and this is very important because uh, when you are a new beginner, you don't want to invest money in that. But there are some paid packages also available for HTTPS or to get a SSL certificate. For that, it will be around approximately in India is 2000 rupees per year, and you can buy your own SSL. But for beginners, it's always advisable that you can use the free resource available on the internet to get your free SSL. So let's go ahead and see how to create your free SSL certificate for your blog. So what are the things you need? First of all, there is a site which is called let'sencrypt.org. So let'sencrypt.org is a free resource which will give a free SSL for your certificate for your blog. And there are various hosting companies which are already have a collaboration with Let's Encrypt, which will let you to deploy your SSL on your server. So if you go to site let'sencrypt.org, you can see a list of hosting sites which are supporting it. Now, if your hosting companies falls into this, it's very easy. You can go to their, your cpanel or your hosting dashboard, and you can see an option to, install Let's Encrypt certificate on your server. So it's very easy. You can always go ahead and you can have a look if your web hosting company is there. Not all the web hosting companies are here. So I'm going to talk about when your hosting company is not there in the list and you still want SSL for your blog. So let's keep it aside. Let's assume that you do not have support for Let's Encrypt, and your hosting company do not support Let's Encrypt. So how to do that? Now, for me, I use Cloudflare, which is my CDN, content delivery network. It's a way to cache the static content of your blog, and it will display or load your content faster to the reader. So this is what I use, and I use the free version of Cloudflare. So your certificate or SSL, it starts from here, because your user does not access your hosting server. They will access this CDN first, and then from CDN they go to your hosting server. So your SSL, Cloudflare also gives you a free SSL. So if you want to see which where to access that SSL, you need to go to this link, which is crypto. So click on this link, crypto, and then you can see here, it already mentioned here, your plan include a shared Cloudflare universal SSL certificate. To get a dedicated certificate, you need to place an order. So what they are saying is this free plan which Cloudflare has, they give you a free shared SSL certificate, and you need to install this SSL certificate to your own hosting server to make your site secure. Also, one thing which you need to make sure is this SSL certificate is not exclusive for you. What they do here is, Cloudflare, what they do is, they share this SSL certificate to 50 other people or 50 other companies or 50 other websites. You are one of them. So because it's a free SSL, so it will be shared, but this will still secure your content, and that's what you want. So what you need to do is, first of all, when you log into Cloudflare and you are new to that, you will see here it says flexible in the beginning. What this flexible means, you can see all the help here. If you click on the help here, you can see what is flexible SSL mean. This means that traffic from your client or reader to Cloudflare is secure, but traffic from Cloudflare to your hosting company is not secure, and you don't want this option. This is not fully secure medium. What you want is this full SSL strict. Now what this will do is, it will make your content secure from your readers to your hosting server. So everything from end to end is secure, and this option is what you are looking for to make it a complete full SSL. Okay, so now what you need to do is, you need to come here to crypto option, as I told you in the beginning, and then you need to come to the certificate section, which is here. It's called origin certificate, and you need to click on this create certificate. So once you click on this create certificate, it will create a new certificate for you, and of course this will have your options like your domain name, or you can use some wildcard like I have used here. So once you create certificate, it will give you two options. One is the private key, and another is the origin key. It will give you two keys, and you need to install these two keys to your hosting server, which is cpanel. Okay, so let me show you how to install that in cpanel. So this is very easy step. You just need to click on this create certificate, and then you will get two keys which you need to install on cpanel. So let me go to my cpanel. So I'm using Big Rock. So like that, whatever hosting company you are using, you need to go there. Okay, so now you can see I'm in cpanel. So from here I need to go to this option, which is SSL TLS. You need to click on this. Now once you are here, you can see the option which is private key, certificate signing request, certificate, and the last option is install. So what you need to do, whatever certificate Cloudflare has given you, you need to install it here. So the first thing which Cloudflare certificate gives you is the private key. So whatever private key you got from create certificate option, you need to click this option, and you need to copy the private key, whatever you got there, write some description and save it. So as you can see, I already have saved one. So I can see this option here. So like this, you also have to create a private key. Now once you are done with that, you need to click on this, which is certificate. So as I told you, once you use create certificate option in Cloudflare, you'll get two things. One is private key, and another one is the origin key. So the second thing what you get there, you need to copy it here and then save certificate. That will create one more entry here, which you can see here for me. Once you are done with these two, the last thing is to install and manage SSL for your certificate. You need to come here, and once you already, because you have created this certificate and private key, you just need to select your domain, and this thing will, for example, if you select here like this, it will say autofill by domain. Once you click that, it will, both the thing will populate, and there is the last option, which is certificate authority bundle. So how to get the detail for this for Cloudflare is, just copy the content of this and go to Google and just search for this option. Cloudflare already provide this option, and this is always fixed for all type of certificate. So once you go ahead and search this option in Google, click on the second option which says like how to install an Origin CA certificate in cpanel. Click on this. Come here, just scroll down at the bottom and you'll see here there is option which says paste the Cloudflare root RSA certificate. Click on this and now you can see the Cloudflare Origin CA RSA root. So you just copy this content, come back to your cpanel and just paste it here and then install certificate. Once you install the certificate, you are done installing the Cloudflare certificate on your cpanel. And this is how it will look once you install it. You can see all the details, the expiry time, the uninstall option, certificate detail, everything you can see here, your IP. So once you are done this, two things have been done. One is Cloudflare has the certificate and the same certificate now has been installed on your hosting server. So now you are good with your CDN as well as your hosting server. Now the last change which you need to do is you need to go to your WordPress dashboard and you need to make sure that you have changed the configuration there. So you need to come to setting, you have to come to general, and here you need to make sure that these two items, one is WordPress address and site address, both are HTTPS. Okay, so these two things has to be HTTPS. There is one more thing which I would like to tell you before I will go. In the Cloudflare, make sure this option will be selected which is full strict. Make sure it is not flexible because you want end-to-end security, so it has to be full strict. The other option which you need to enable is always use HTTPS. So whatever request which will come from your origin or from your readers which may have HTTPS, it will always convert to HTTPS. So make it HTTPS. You have to make sure it is on. And the other option is encryption. So this also has to be on, and this is by default on, so you don't have to change it. So once you are done with all these settings, you are good with Cloudflare. Let me show you what are the settings you need to change in WordPress. So there is a plugin which I would like to show you. It's called Full Secure SSL. Let me show you that. You need to install this on your WordPress. It is called Really Simple SSL. Okay, so go ahead and install this on your WordPress. And what does it do is it convert all the resources on your blog or on your WordPress from HTTP to HTTPS. And this is very important because your site is almost converted to HTTPS, but there are still few things which are not converted and that may create problem on your website. So for the safe side, install this plugin, and then once you install, go to the setting option and make sure this will exactly look like this. If it does not work, just make some changes. For example, for me this enable 301 HTTP access rewrite is not required, but if your site is facing any problem, go ahead and check mark this option. But for most of the blog, this setting should do. And once you do that, save it, and then in the configuration you'll see all these 4 top green mark. Okay, what does it say is SSL is enabled. That means all the HTTP traffic is now converted to HTTPS, and then an SSL certificate was detected. So because you install your certificate on Cloudflare as well as on your hosting server, so now it can detect a SSL certificate. And 301 redirect means it's a way to tell the browser that all the HTTP traffic has to be transferred to HTTPS. Once you see all these four top green, that means you are good. So what you have to do is you have to go ahead and in the browser you have to type your blog name, and you can see now, for example, once I have made all these changes and I open my blog, I can see a padlock icon. You can see here I can see a padlock icon on my blog, and this is what I can see. So this is the free SSL certificate issued by Cloudflare, and you can see it says like this is the name of the certificate, SNI 221685. So this is the certificate details you can see, and now my site is fully secure. So the end-to-end traffic is secured, and you can see all the certificate details here, whatever you want. And congratulations, now you have installed SSL end-to-end on your blog. So as you can see, this is not very easy, I would say. Still, like, you have to do some work before you can make your site secure. But go ahead and try it. This is worth trying, and this is a good way to get HTTPS for your blog, free, absolutely free. There is no cost associated with that. And let me recap. What you need to do is you need to first get Cloudflare. If you don't have, if there is any other CDN you have, you can check their site if they are offering any free SSL. If not, you can always go to the Cloudflare and use their free SSL. The other thing is you need to make sure you install the same certificate on your hosting cpanel. And the third thing is you need to make sure you make changes in your WordPress dashboard to make sure that all the traffic for HTTP is converted to HTTPS. And the last and very important thing is, once you are done with all these things and your site is secure, now it's HTTPS, you need to go to your Google Webmaster Tool, and you need to let Google know that you have converted your site to HTTPS. There is a detailed documentation there. You can always see that documentation also on the this plugin I was talking, really simple SSL. So once you install that and you enable that SSL, on the top it says SSL activated. Don't forget to change your setting in Google Analytics and Webmaster Tool. You just need to click this more info link, and once you click that, it has detailed documentation. What are the things you need to do to let Google know your HTTPS version so that they will start indexing that. So you have to make sure that whatever link or backlink you have created till now, those all have HTTP in there. Now you have to let Google knows that your site is HTTPS, and they will index it and they will show that in the result. So all the documentation is given here. You can always I will share the link in the video description. You can come here and follow the instruction, and let Google know that you have made changes, and so that Google will index your HTTP site also. So hopefully this small tutorial help you to understand the importance of HTTPS and how to install SSL on your blog. Please do not forget to subscribe the video. I hope help you, and you like the video. Do not forget to click on the red subscribe button so that next time whenever I will add any new content, you will get it instantly by notification. Also, please do not forget to share this with your friends and your blogging world. I would love to get your feedback and comments. So see you next time in another video. Thank you very much.